Good morning. What's up, y'all? If you want to join me on EFT to see my glowing face, good morning. Let's take inspiration from perfection. So, our man on the Yankees, who just got blown out, two back-to-back games, 10 runs he's given up. Worst pitcher in the league comes back, and I know it's against the A's, but he pitches a perfect game. So, absolutely incredible and inspiring. So, just like my rut that I'm in right now, and again, my self induced rut. And again, I hope you guys appreciate how I control the stock market for the betterment of humanity. And I hope you guys are still in the Carvana because we're breaking out. I hope you're in every one of the names that I gave you over the last couple of weeks. And you see a month later, right? So, again, even though Carvana's working now, and if you bought the long term calls, you're doing fine, but you didn't have to own it for the last month. If you bought it 2 days ago, you've made 5 times as much as you would have if you bought it a month ago. And that's kind of the point I'm trying to make. You don't have to own to participate in the market. And as a matter of fact, it's just, to me, it's still a distraction. So I'd rather just participate in a 3 day rally, enjoy it, make as much money as you can, and then give it back to whoever wants to own it. And then if it pulls back, I mean, this is now 14 or 15 different times Carvana has broken out. We'll see if it continues the break. This is big. This is the bigger one. Now we're at 1 year highs. This is now officially the number one producing. This is the number one performer. And again, don't quote me on this one, but if you had to go back to January 1st of 2023, first of all, if you polled everybody what was coming, the recession was coming. We had we were in a bear market, even though there was many signs that the bull market started. Again, one of the best calls I've ever seen, JC Peretz saying the Josh Brown bottom. I was joking around about it, how it was a capitulatory moment and that could be the bottom. Turns out he believed more than I believed. I wasn't convinced till October. But the real thing that you want to know that happened here, who the hell am I, right, to predict no recession, no crash, and the market was about to go into amazing bull market? The market predicted it. And that's what I'm trying to been getting through to everybody. This is not what I went to school for. I don't crunch numbers. I don't even know what I'm looking at half the time if you throw some math at me. But I do know how the market works. And I know the market is a fortune teller. So when it bottomed in June and everybody on CNBC was still crying and Josh Brown bailed out of the roadblocks, that was a really significant moment in the world of trading. Capitulatory moments, people giving up. The theme that day was Josh Brown was getting out of his roadblocks. He made a terrible mistake. Meta was a terrible idea. The metaverse wasn't working out. The market was about to go through a 3 to 5 year long consolidation. Big tech was dead. Those are music to your ears if you're sitting in cash like we were, because we had already cashed out of the market when Goldman Sachs told us that everything was going to be fine. Goldman Sachs told us when the pandemic started that this could be a 10-year malaise for the market. We could be destroyed forever. And then they told us that, we should be prepared for the worst. And then the market rallied for 18 months. And then they told you that it's not a bubble. That's when I got scared. Oh, Goldman Sachs is telling us it's not a bubble. Now it's time to get out. You see how the cycles work? So back in June of last year, now one over a year ago, that's when the market turned. It had to shake everybody out because the market likes to fake you out, shake you out, then break you out. So it was a big faux show row. And that's it. That's it. So I just look at the market. So when I see the market turning, my immediate thought is, all right, the market knows more than everybody. If the market's going to turn and we're going to rally, and if we start the year off as January goes, so goes the year, that's turning out to be uh, pretty important saying. Obviously, sell in May and go away didn't work. The June swoon came and went. So a lot of what, some of that stuff kind of works, some of that stuff didn't work. But what really works most of the time is when they're pounding the fear. That's your best time to buy. And now that they're calling this a new bull market, you should be a little fearful. But that doesn't mean we're going to crash or go down. We're just coming to a point where, if you bought the cues like my dad at 285, he's selling. He's been selling since 335, and he's almost done because he's finally liquidating his growth portfolio. He's 80 years old, and now you're getting 5.5, 6% in cash. That was his plan, and he's acting out his plan out of this amazing move. He was brave enough to buy last June. Was still premature, in my opinion, and he had to suffer a little bit of pain. But man, did he do well with those cues again. But the point I'm trying to make is, how did I, a television and radio major who can't even do math anymore, how did I predict that there was not going to be a recession? I didn't. I just looked at the market. The market predicted there was not going to be a recession. And then you listen. You listen to the same people that complain. And then you ask them the more important question: how is your life doing? Because people like to complain about stuff that they hear about. Oh, you heard about that? Oh, man, this whole country's going to hell. How are you doing personally? Well, I'm doing pretty well, actually. My business is killing it. My son just graduated college. He just bought a house, and he's getting married. His friend has. Oh, so everything seems to be all right. Oh, well, this whole country's going to hell. Well, how are you doing exactly? Well, my friend, his business is thriving. He just opened up 2 new restaurants. Oh, that's interesting. Great. And then you have the other friend over there complaining. Oh, man, this whole country, Biden's going to kill us all. How are you doing exactly? Oh, I'm doing fantastic. But no. How are you doing exactly? Well, I just sold my house and it only took 2 or 3 days. I got 18 bidders on it. Oh, that's interesting. I heard that the economy was crashing and nobody was buying houses. But you sold your house pretty quickly. Oh, and you found a house pretty quickly. Oh, cool. Oh, right. How's your small business doing? You're killing it, right? Oh, and you're hiring and you're expanding. So you're doing all right. So what are you complaining about? Well, everybody wants to complain. How are you doing? So after I got through those conversations with all again, I live in a predominantly, I don't want to get into that conversation, but the illusion or the delusion, right, that everything was so bad. But then when you dig just a little deeper, nothing was bad. Nothing was bad. Everybody that I know that has had a small business over the last couple of years, killing it. Everybody's kids were killing it. People are buying houses. People buying cars. Nobody's complaining about the price of eggs. So you got to pay $3. You were paying 3 and now you're paying 5. It's ridiculous. But you know what? That's not about what you think it's about either. That's the egg company saying, hey, we want to make some extra money during this inflationary period. Let's raise prices of eggs. That's what it is. It's called corporate. You should Google it. It's interesting because the corporations don't have to lower prices. They just choose not to because they're taking advantage of us. They're taking advantage of us. You should be pissed. Be pissed for the right reasons, my friends. And that's why you need to vote Glick. I'll keep you on the right path. I will keep you infuriated. There's plenty to be infuriated about. There's plenty to be angry about. But you got to pick your spots. You got to know, have an informed, how about informed outrage? How about that? Learn about what you think you're mad about. How about that? Learn about what you think you're right. So, how did this schmuck right here outsmart all of these MBAs and you know all these guys that were saying the market was going to get worse, the market was going to do this, we were going to be in a depression, stagflation, all kinds of flations were going to come kill us. Remember, we were going to the murder hornets were going to kill us. Everything's going to kill us, right? Choose the big owl way. The big owl way is we never go down. My dad's invented buying on dips. My dad invented buying on dips. He did. He was doing it with mutual funds in the 80s. He taught me a little bit about it. And he basically said, over time, the market never goes down. So between my father and Susie Orman, they're the two best traders on earth. Buy the dips on the Qs, you're going to outproduce everybody, no matter who you think you are and what portfolio you think you're going to build. How many people beat the S&P or the Qs? Not many. Not many. So let's reload it for a second. The perfect game, right? Sure, I'm in a bad way right now because I didn't know what to do with swing trades. I didn't want to be an investor. I wanted to be liquid for earnings season. And of course, my timing is the worst. But my timing was so perfect for you, right? I said Carvana's going to explode to 30 any day now that I sold it. Rivian, Carvana, I gave you the list: Hood, AAOI, Para, Schrodinger, NNOX, Kenvue, CDLX, ENVX, Carvana, IonQ, Bullfrog, Palantir. I owned all those stocks. And I look over there, again, I shouldn't have that many positions on in the first place. But let's talk about this guy who pitched the perfect game. He gets shelled in his last two. Shelled. He gave up 10 runs, back-to-back games. You're thinking, all right, this guy's done. And then he comes back with a perfect game. That's trading right there. You could take a beat, you could take a beating, you could take a beating, you could take a beating, you could take a beating. You come back, and on a day like yesterday, you make it all back. A couple of pushes of a button. And Carvana, I had 10 contracts. It's not a big deal, right? Yesterday, when that thing broke 20, whatever, that major hurdle, 2685, you buy 100 contracts right there at 2750 for the week, and you're having the time of your life. But yeah, no, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I told everybody I was selling them, so you should buy them. That was the bit. That was the moment. You understand? That's what I did it for. I said, watch what's going to happen after I sell these stocks. And so my sacrifice for my members, everybody bought everything that I sold out of. That's the point. Maybe you missed the point. I don't know if you remember my original website. My original website was called Suck My NASDAQ. The whole premise was I stink, and I'm just a normal schmuck, right? I get it right sometimes, but when I get it wrong, oh man, do I get it wrong. And when I go into a rut, I'm the king. I'll go 0 for 70. But my best trade is buy when I sell. Because usually I sell everything indiscriminately. I don't sell anything one by one. I sold everything at once. I didn't care what price it was. I just wanted out. I wanted to be liquid. I'm going away for 2 weeks, not even bringing a computer with me. I want to be liquid. I want my son's account to be completely free of any positions. I still had some stuff in there. So now he's on a 100% day trading account, cash. But the joke was that I've been in such a bad way with my swing trades. I can't get out of my own way, that I made the video specifically to tell you this is the day I'm getting out. And look what happened. ENVX finally breaks out. NNOX finally catches a bid. IonQ has its best day of its life, the day after I sell out of it. Carvana finally breaks out to 30. I mean, it is just phenomenal. When I'm bad, I'm the best. And I'm willing to share how awful I am. That was the whole premise of why I started doing YouTube videos. I'm like, I got to figure out how to make some money because apparently I can't make money. Oh no, I'm done. No, I'm out. I sold that in OX yesterday. It's good. You're good. Everybody's good. Carvana might go to 50 today. Oh my God. I mean, it's unbelievable how awful I am as a swing trader. And I can't get out of my own way. I just can't. That's why I just don't want to do it anymore. You give me, and yesterday was probably the worst day I've had trading. I'm not going to say let's say of the year, because everything I did, it was like the market was watching me specifically. It was like the culmination of these last 2 days. Me selling all my stocks, watching them rip, and then even my day trades yesterday. I couldn't have traded APLD any worse. I think I had what about 6,800 shares, maybe 8,000 shares of this thing. Because I was looking to play the dip. I buy my, I think I had like 6,800 shares or whatever it was. I put three different stops, bro. Went to my first stop, got me out. Starts to bounce. I'm like, all right, cool. Rolls over, gets me on the second stop that I had. Starts to bounce. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe at least I got that last lot. Goes and gets the last lot. So I got faux, show, faux, show, the faux, show, bro. And then the stock basically, it peg gets me out at 7. So I'm in at 611, 614, and I loaded up at 6 1/4. So I put my stops at 611, 6705, and 7. And it just went and got all my shares, and then just started to just go up. And then it broke back over 720. I was like, do I buy this all back right now? And I was like, you know what? I'm having the worst freaking week right now. I'm not going to buy it back. And what does it do? Basically goes up $1. So, I mean, even the Pac W was my only other day trade yesterday. Look what it did. I'm in all day, all day. I made some money on this one at least. And then look what happens at the end of the day. So when I'm like this, it's like I need to share my pain because it's amazing. It's amazing that it can go this wrong, but so right for you. And that's why I'm here. This is my life. And I finally caught it. I mean, not finally, I've caught it. I've been doing videos since 2007, but this time I caught it. I mean, I caught it, baby. I told you exactly what was going to happen. I told you the stocks I was selling, and there they are exploding. I mean, that's the only thing that's keeping me relatively sane right now. At least I called it, and then it actually happened. So now you can't start saying that I'm insane. I mean, you could, but you have to start admitting that maybe the market does revolve around me. I don't know, right? People believe in crazier things. Maybe somehow my ass actually does control the entire world of the stock market. I don't know. It seems like it. So right now, I want to scare you with this one statement. 9 months ago, right? Nah, not 9 months ago, but 6 months ago, I started on this trip to Greece. And I started saying, hey, if this market starts to rally and we rally January and we make it through February and March, and if we take off into April, and then we're into May, and then we get into June, if we rally all the way to when I leave, you better be afraid. And we're here. This is the exact market that I thought we were going to see. A rally, parabolic rally, consolidation, rally some more. Be worried about July 18th because July 18th is the Tuesday after the two big bank report. We'll get JP Morgan, we'll get Goldman Sachs, and you better be around for July 14th. You better be around that following Monday, and then be prepared. July 18th to the 28th or 29th. So I'm not saying the market's going to crash, but you should expect extreme volatility when I'm not around, especially going into earnings season. So I'm hoping again, I'm hoping to see the banks gap up, when they start and see some selling. But again, we'll see. There's going to be a lot of talk of mergers and acquisitions. There's going to be a lot of talk about stress tests and all that. But the real underlying theme is that still most people got this market wrong and are chasing to get involved. So the sheep are still getting involved. The chasing is still happening. You got the end of the quarter. Now, remember, July 1st, I think, July 1st, July 2nd, that was another date according to the internet, that there was going to be something awful happening. I don't remember what it was. Was there so many things that were supposed to kill us this year? I think it's back to Biden bucks are going live, or some sort of government digital currency that's going to wipe out the dollar. That was supposed to happen on, I think, the 4th of July, or maybe the 4th or 5th of July. We were, remember, we made it through April. That was the important part, people. The important part was to make it through April. If you didn't know, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Richard, the guy that wrote a book and hasn't been right about anything since he wrote, well, I don't think he's been right about anything ever, but he's a doom and gloomer now. And he called for an 80% crash April 2023. Oof, we made it. We made it. Now, again, if the guy would have called for a 15%, 20% crash, I still would have said he's probably going to be wrong. But the guy went on the limb and said an 80% crash. 80%. Now, let's be clear, friends. I hope the doom and gloomers are right. I hope the recession comes. I hope this market gets smoked. First of all, because my dad's selling out and going into cash and treasuries. Second of all, I don't own stock. Third of all, I like volatility. It's how you make money. I need some dips and rips and rolls and rips. I need some fear. I need some short squeezes, right? Can't have Carvanas going from 5 to 30 without them going to 5, right? But I'll tell you what, friends, this is something. By the way, you guys know what a recession is, right? A recession, 2 quarters in a row of negative GDP, right? Does anybody know what that really means? Exactly. Who cares? There you go. There you go. There you go. Recession fears are gone now, right? Exactly. Who cares? So when we have negative GDP for 2 quarters in a row, how's it going to affect you? It's not. It's not going to affect you. That's the thing. If anything, the price of goods and services might actually go down in a recession, right? That's why they wanted to force the recession. And that's why the recession's not coming. It was kind of like we were forcing it to happen. Raising interest rates, keep talking about it, try to manifest it. That was the plan. Slow down the economy, go into a recession, so that would make prices go down. You know what would make prices go down? Boycotts. Boycott. Everybody stay in the house, become recluses. Don't buy anything. That'll make prices go down. Do like me. Don't buy anything. I don't buy shit. See this shirt? 12 bucks. I'll be wearing this shirt for the next 40 years. I don't buy anything. Be like me. If only I wasn't married, I probably would never spend any money. Yeah, food and weed, exactly. It's pretty much food, weed. And I haven't even bought any silver or guns lately. But I tell you, man, I mean, it really is the same day over and over again. I mean, we're trading the same stocks over and over again. There's two crazy biotech stocks, your go-to list, right? And you got your go-to watch list. You got two crazy biotechs every morning, and then one or two earnings reports. And soon it'll be more earnings reports, a couple of crazy biotech stocks, and your watch list. And then we'll just switch. We'll stay focused on the earnings reports, and then we'll wean off the biotechs. There's always one or two. I mean, BDTX wasn't bad yesterday. We had some fun with I forgot the name of it already, but there's always one. There's another one today, CGTX, I think it is. And it's always an X stock. This one looks like oh no, still moving. SGTX. Actually, you have a quadruple bottom at VWAP. So if this thing's going to sell off, 29.50 would be a price that if you're in it, you'd have to bail out of it. And that's a pretty good move. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, the gap was only 15 points, and then it tacked on another 13. 20, 23 points. Holy crap. There's one of these every day. Sometimes two or three of them. And then you got a couple other new names, and everybody's into this Joby. I don't know what Joby is, but that something about the word Joby, it's very off-putting. I don't know what it is. Joby makes me feel funny. But even Joby, you had this rally in the morning, breaks VWAP, you got the faux show, and then the bro back at $10. You had two opportunities to buy this, whatever the hell Joby is, right? What is Joby? Some private airline company or something? I don't even know. What else is interesting today? Oh, it's a buyout. All right, so we don't have to watch SGTX. All right, cool. Here's one for you. Echo Wave Power Global. There's always one. You just look down the. Oh wow, nice short already. Wave, WAVE. Actually, this is not bad looking either. If it gets over 260 for a comeback, Wave. Flying cars. I'm just staying stock specific right now. This morning was Carvana breaking 28.40, major break. 28.40, it almost got you $30 already. Just staying specific. Just I'm not in any positions, nor do I ever. I'm not putting on in positions. I don't care about what's going to happen 2 years from now, and that's it. I'm just going to be going back to what I like to do, and that's show my kid how to make money and then wait for earnings season because there's going to be a lot. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane because the battle is real. The real battle is going to begin now, right? The Are we going into recession? Is this market going to run out of steam? Is it going to go down because a recession's coming, or is it going to go down because it's just running out of steam? And that's where we're at right now. I don't care the reasons. I just want to be involved. Like QQQ right now, right? Over the last couple of weeks, it's run out of steam, but it's not going down, right? It's being consolidated. So now that we've rallied for one day, I was anticipating some selling today. But if we don't break down under 364.17 on the Qs, you can't stay short. And if you don't know why 364.16 is important, you should. But if you guys are out there, we're partying all day, all night for the next 48 hours. So I'm gonna go get some more coffee, make some phone calls, do what I gotta do, get my son ready to rock, and I'll be back later, and then I'll do something else, and then we'll do a new recipe. What am I doing tonight? Nah, I'm just barbecuing some chicken. It's gonna be easy. But hope you enjoyed my stew recipe. Ooh, I can't wait to make the stew again. What else did I need to talk to you guys about? Tonight's Thursday night. We're probably going to get together. There's not much to talk about, but hey, I'm not going anywhere. So I'll probably be around tonight. And then Friday, I'm doing pre-market show. And then I'm doing trade the close with Benzinga. So I'll be doing live trading at 3:30 on YouTube with Benzinga. So that should be fun. And then fire dancing in my backyard. So if anybody's in the area, I'm going to build a bonfire in my backyard, and we're going to have a freaking bonfire in my backyard. So it's going to be a shit ton of fun. Grain alcohol, You guys ever have grain alcohol? Ridiculous. Yeah, it tastes like burnt tequila, but woo, man, woo, woo, man. One sip and you yeah, yeah, I got some real moonshine, man. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it tastes like burnt tequila. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste good, but it's strong as shit, man. And yeah, some fire dancing, some grain alcohol. Might get some strippers. I don't know. Party my house. Oh, that's right. My wife's going away. That's right. What? 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 Party my house. My wife's going down the shore, and I'm staying behind because I got some things to take care of around the house. So my son and I have the house to ourselves. Fire dancing. Fire dancing with the Glicks. Yeah, I finally got back to chopping. Meanwhile, the poison ivy's almost done. 20 days later, I'm actually afraid to go in my backyard. I don't. I just assume everything's out to get me now. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys later. Let's give it up for the perfect game. I mean, that's something. I'm inspired. I mean, guy gets blown out 2 games in a row and comes back and pitches a perfect game. It's awesome. Really is. Hey, look, take inspiration anywhere you can find it, right? Because man, I needed to pick me up after. I mean, I'm not happy about what I did, but the enormity of what happened is so amazing that I'm all right with it. It's not like I haven't done this before, sell my portfolio and have it ripped 2 days later after I get out of everything. That's why I kind of made the announcement. But now you know. Now you know. Now you know. So I'll see you guys later. Good luck. And again, the last couple of days I expected there to be kind of a boring malaise over the market. It hasn't been a boring day yet. So I'll see you guys at 9:30 or quarter to 10 or something like that. Peace.